people choosing quantity over quality in relationships today?
I don't think people are choosing. I think people are terrified. It's a hookup culture. And I think that is to the detriment, especially to the woman, to allow several different men to run up inside her. You have to have leadership. So if you don't have leadership, I don't think you should expect submission. You should be the one submitting. I think leadership is the ability to know where you're going. There's a destination that you're trying to get to. Femininity and masculinity are not genders, they are energies. So if you have 150,000 plus 100,000, you have $250,000 that you have bringing into the house. Just because she works doesn't mean he's less masculine, because some women want to work. And just because she works doesn't mean she's more masculine. I think that marriage is only valuable if God is in it. Otherwise, no, I think there's no value. What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of It's Giving. I am your host, Sarah Fontenot, and if you have not yet, please hit that button below and get subscribed. Hit that little bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content. Guys, if you keep watching, just hit the subscribe button, okay? We only provide good content, and y'all have curated the way that we do our show by all of the questions that you submit and all of the videos that you submit. So without further ado, we gonna jump right in. We got shot by Aneesa on the mic. What's up, baby girl?
What's up, Sarah?
How you feel?
Girl, I am so fulfilled.
I love
Today
it.
has been amazing.
It's been amazing, but we ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't
Oh,
gonna
no,
tell
absolutely
nobody.
not. We gatekeeping all day. For sure.
Come on, gatekeeping.
Hello.
I love it. And we got Who Is Kenny V, creative director, producer of the year. What's up?
Who? What's up, givers? I ain't gonna say it. I really want to say it, but we ain't gonna say it.
We ain't gonna say it.
Make sure to tune in for these next weeks, months, years, decades, eternities. It's giving.
Infinities.
Coming
You
on
feel
a
me?
platform near you.
Infinities. I actually really like this, and I think I'll probably like this too. Sorry, that was a note for the team. All right, so without further ado, let's jump right in, baby girl. What's up, Aneesa?
What's up, Sarah?
Yes, hi.
Girl, listen, let me tell you something. All right, we just got to jump right into it, all right?
Let's do it.
If he wants submission, why can't he provide protection and leadership?
If he doesn't have protection or leadership, he shouldn't get submission.
But there's a lot of men who do.
They're entitled, just like these entitled women that are modern day brokies. I feel like if you don't have leadership as a man, what are you doing? That's not a masculine man. Leadership is so necessary in order to lead a household, in order to lead your spouse, in order to lead your life, and even like lead yourself, right? You have to have leadership. So if you don't have leadership, I don't think you should expect submission. You should be the one submitting, because you probably are with a woman that has leadership, because you might be the more feminine partner, even though you're a man, because femininity and masculinity are not genders, they are energies,
essences.
which means that you have probably the more feminine energy.
So let's delve into what is your perspective or your definition on leadership? Like, what is, like, if a man was watching, which many are,
Yeah.
and he was like, I wonder what leadership is like in the eyes of Sarah, what is your answer?
I think leadership, number one, is the ability to know where you're going, right? You're going somewhere. There's a destination that you're trying to get to. And then I also think that leadership means the ability to adapt on that journey. Because the truth is, let's say that I want to drive from LA to New York. Well, what if my car radiator, whatever that is, goes out, right? And I don't think you could
car
drive
doesn't
without a
have a
radiator.
radiator
I don't know.
anymore.
Can you drive without a radiator?
They don't make cars with radiators anymore, I don't think. I may be wrong. I'm just a girl. I think it's...
I'm just a girl. Whatever breaks down where you can't drive anymore, let's say that happens and now you don't have a car. Well, what's the plan? Do you turn back, or do you now have to get your car towed to a place to get your car fixed? Can you not afford to get your car fixed? So now you got to get on a bus or a train or whatever it may be. Are you willing to adapt to the journey? Leadership is understanding what's happening around you and being able to make strategic, intentional decisions on what's next for the good of the colony. That's what I think leadership is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was wrong on that. I forget that there was something on the car that they don't put anymore. I can't think of it. And I know radiator is wrong. We're just girls, guys. Calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything about cars. We take them to the shop.
Yeah.
Anywho, next question.
Okay.
We talked about this earlier today.
Okay.
Should women in their 30s settle for less to avoid being single?
No, I don't think. Actually, there's some settling people out here. And if that's what they want to do, they should do that. But if you don't feel like you want to settle, then you shouldn't.
Because Sarah, you can date a man that makes $70,000 a year.
No. Here we go with this. They about to eat me alive, okay? So this is the thing. I feel like no matter what you want, there's nothing wrong for wanting what you want. But make sure that you're in alignment for what you ask for. Right? If you are the man that says that I'm perfectly okay making X amount of dollars, or I'm perfectly okay doing a job that I hate, or I'm perfectly okay not having a sense of self, purpose, or God, then you probably should settle. Because you don't want to strive for what's great inside of your life, right? And the same thing for a woman. If you feel like you're like, you know what, I don't want to mind my tone. You know what, I don't need to watch the way that I speak to a man. You know what, I don't need to make any money. A man is supposed to take care of me and to me to get my nails done. Then you probably need to settle too. And y'all deserve each other. But I don't feel like you should settle just because of age. Because some people are aging like wine and other people are aging like cheese. And you get to decide which one you are. That's what I would say.
So somebody in the live kaleidoscope_fantasies asked you, are people choosing quantity over quality in relationships today? Why or why not?
I don't think people are choosing. I think people are terrified to find themselves and thus choose a partner based off of self-awareness. I think that people are, it's a hookup culture. It's promiscuity culture. And I think that is to the detriment, especially to the woman, to allow several different men to run up inside her. That is absolutely crazy. It doesn't make any sense. I think quality is the best. That's why quality over quantity always. But I think that people are allowing time, people are allowing judgments, biases, their aunties, their jaded cousins and their mamas to force them into a situation that they shouldn't even be in. That's what I think.
That's a great question. That's a really, really great question. We were talking about this earlier, and I believe that a lot of times when women have these high expectations or even low expectations because, oh, I'm 39, I need to find a husband in like 6 months, and then they find the next man that looks at them like they're the best thing on the planet. I think that's bad because they're basing it off of a biological clock that they think that they're running out of. They think they're running out of time when there's people having children in their 40s. Like my mother had me at 42.
I actually saw a statistic that said that more women are having kids in their 40s than teenage pregnancies.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And for the first time in however many decades, I don't remember how many, but to having children when you're older, especially us, the way we take care of ourselves, the way that we eat, the way that we're mindful, it's not going to be hard to have children in your 40s. The question is, do you want to?
Right.
Now, me personally, I don't think that I desire to have children in my 40s. If I don't have kids by the time I'm 39 3/4, if I'm not pregnant, baby, I'll catch you in the next life.
Are you going to tie your tubes after you turn 39
I don't know.
1/4?
I might. I don't know.
Because there's the possibility it always happen. What if you
That's true.
end up, you marry and you just pop up pregnant real quick?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because
that
you're
could
not
happen.
you're not
I don't
old
know the
hat.
answer. Maybe my man will have a vasectomy.
Girl.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm not there yet. I got time.
If you got to that age and you were in a committed, loving relationship that's, of course, leading to marriage, would you make your man have a vasectomy?
No. I would never do that.
Even if you don't want children anymore?
No, I would tie my tubes before I try to make.
Why? That's a major surgery, Sarah.
That is way. I'm not masculine. I'm in my feminine. Okay, I'm not forcing a man to do anything with his body.
Forced.
That's crazy.
It's not forced.
No, if he doesn't want a vasectomy, I don't want him to have a vasectomy.
Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I feel complete. Next question.
Okay, I'm ready.
If he pays all the bills, Sarah, doesn't that give him the right to cheat?
Well, you've asked me this question.
Have I?
Yes, this very specific question that I am not going to answer again because you've asked me. I will say this, no. Okay, moving on.
Okay. Can a high value woman enjoy casual sex, or does that ruin her value?
Casual sex with how many people? Casual sex with your situationship?
Let's say both. Let's say situationship, and let's say she got a roster. Answer for both.
No, if you getting ran through on a roster, the roster's always changing. That's crazy to me. No, I don't feel like you can be
But
high
she
value
makes
and be
6 figures,
promiscuous.
Sarah.
Doesn't matter.
But
Money doesn't make you valuable.
Sarah,
That
she
makes you high
volunteers for the
earning.
community.
That doesn't matter.
She is well respected in her
Well,
society.
she ain't well respected in the bedroom, obviously,
Who
because
knows
these
about her
men keep
bedroom
running
life?
through her. No, I don't feel like a promiscuous woman can be high value. The same way I feel like a man that has a broke mentality, a broke man can be high value. It's not about high earning, because there are a lot of high earning broke people. There's a lot of high earning promiscuous women. And I personally don't feel like that is high value at all. I don't feel like. Women are not built like men. We do not get the same excuses that they get. We do not get to be sleeping with our entire roster and think for 1 second. Now, you can do whatever you want to do, but you have to know that you are now cutting yourself off from your best option of a high value man, because men don't want women that are ran through, in my opinion, unless you're in the industry. There are caveats, but, that's the exception to the rule.
I have a good question.
Okay.
Why do men say they want a feminine woman but can't afford her soft lifestyle?
Ooh. Why do men say they want a feminine woman but can't afford her soft lifestyle? Well, feminine doesn't necessarily mean soft lifestyle.
Or soft life. Like, you can't put her in a space where she can remain that way. She would have to go in her masculine because you lack in some area somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not subscribing to that. I think that I'm not going for it. So you try to trap me right there. I'm not getting trapped.
I wasn't trying
I know you
to
playing
trap.
devil's advocate.
I wasn't.
What I'm saying is, just because you have a feminine woman doesn't mean that your life is a soft life. Now, you could still work and be feminine. You can still be decisive and be feminine.
Yeah, for sure.
But are you submitting to the man inside of your household? So if a man can't afford the luxurious lifestyle, most men can't. Welcome to real life.
I'm not necessarily speaking to luxurious.
Well, what are you talking about? If they split the bills 50-50, I don't think that it's a masculine, feminine thing in order to split the bills 50-50 or 100-0.
So, let's say if a man makes $150,000 a year.
Okay.
And that's successful in some people's eyes. And then you have a woman that makes $100,000 a year. And let's say when they get married, their bills combined is maybe $7,000 a month, give or take.
Okay.
So I don't like, when I'm thinking about your style of luxury, I know $100,000 a year ain't it. So that to me, like if a man is making $150,000 and he can't provide a space where he can afford his woman to remain feminine, that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't have to be the guy that's pulling in $20 million.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. If you are going 50-50 with your woman, and you have the desire to provide for her, but you're not able to provide extras, because the truth is, if your bills are $7,000 a month, if one person makes $150,000, even after taxes, there's leftover money every month. That if all of your bills are paid, right? So if you have $150,000 plus $100,000, you have $250,000 that you have bringing into the house. Just because she works doesn't mean he's less masculine. Because some women want to work. And just because she works doesn't mean she's more masculine. So some women want to work.
So when does he become less masculine?
He becomes less masculine when he doesn't have the desire to provide for his woman. But and also, is he able to? Because there are some women that really are like, you know what, baby, I want to feel like a contributor. Now, I don't want to contribute 50-50, but I want to pay the bills, or I want to put gas in the car, or I want to pay the car insurance, or whatever it is. Y'all get to decide what your roles are and what makes the most sense for you, in my opinion.
Somebody said, Frank from Music 90 said, making up stuff as they go. Even when men pay 100% of the bills, the women will still find a way to not be accountable where they lack, in period. That's just the way it is. It's best to just focus on that.
I think I definitely disagree with you, Frank. I appreciate you weighing in on the equation, but the truth is, a lot of women, this is where I think is a tragic flaw, because a lot of men feel like money is enough. So if I pay 100% of the bills, I don't ever want her to have a problem. I don't ever want her to talk back. I don't ever want to feel like she's a challenge, because what else is there other than the bills? Well, there's emotional connectedness. There's emotional regulation. There's emotional stability. There's conversation. There's feeling like you're heard, seen, and acknowledged. And granted, that doesn't happen 100% of the time, but men oftentimes till the field and lack a lot of the emotional capacity
that's really
that they
real.
need to be with a woman. And so inside of that, I think that it's really important for men to know that money is not enough.
Right. There's been plenty of times. I mean, they've made movies about the present but absent dad. He pays all the bills, but he
Yeah.
never showed up to my game.
Yeah.
He paid all the bills, but he never bought me flowers.
Right.
You know, and I feel like you said, a lot of men think that money is enough because they think money buys everything, but it doesn't buy fulfillment. There's so many people with money that are empty inside and suicidal. So I mean, I don't understand where they get that notion from.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Some people are high earning and still broke.
That's real.
Let's not pretend the same way that some people are low earning and rich, right? You can't blanket everyone, and I don't want to speak to the exceptions of the rule, but what I've found is most men, a lot of men that just make the money, a lot of these men ain't even giving you the money that they got. Is he a generous man? I was just having this conversation. Shout out to China. I was having this conversation and we were talking about there's men that are very, they might be a wealthy man, but are they a generous man?
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't care about providing for you in any which way, he could make 20 million, 200,000, whatever, however many X amount of dollars a year. But if he doesn't even believe in helping you with anything, if you say that you popped the tire, your car got broken into, and he's not saying, hey, baby, what can I do to help? That's not a generous man. That's a tight man.
So my follow-up question is, if a man makes six figures but doesn't spoil you, is he really high value?
Spoil is subjective, right? What does spoil mean? Does he desire to provide for you, but he's just not buying you Louis Vuitton purses?
Let's say he gives provision but doesn't but he isn't generous.
Like with extra money for you to have fun. That's why it's important for a woman to have something for herself. Like if this man, that is very generous, by the way. If a man is paying all the bills, that's generous.
But that's not enough, Sarah.
No, most
I
men
need my
aren't
hair
paying all the
done,
bills.
my nails done. I need
Baby,
my
get a
purse.
job.
I need to eat three
Baby,
times
go
a
to
day.
school, become a nurse.
I need
do something, work part-time so that you can do the things that you want to do.
But he's my man though, Sarah.
And
I need him.
He'll be somebody else's if you don't appreciate him.
I do appreciate him.
No.
We have sex every night.
No.
I'm sorry.
That is not
I can't keep-
appreciation. That is not appreciation. What I'm saying is if you have an expectation of a man to do absolutely everything for you and he earns six figures, you're delusional. And also, you have no business savvy. Because there's no way that you should be paying an extra $600 to $1,000 a month to upkeep my basic upkeep, even after you're paying all the bills, when you could invest that into the stock market, into learning how to trade, into a new business, into supplies, into getting invoices. There's so many different things that extra $1,000 compounded over time could turn into tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars. So if a woman only wants you for that, she doesn't like you.
Yeah, that's real.
Period.
Yeah, a lot of times women think sex is enough, and I don't agree. I just wanted to, because people say that. Like,
And
I
they
give him my
lie.
body. I give him my body.
No.
I'm there for him.
And that's prostitution. If all you bring to the table is your body, you're a prostitute. What are we talking about? That's what I think.
But Sarah, this is my man.
Yeah, okay. This is your job, and you work in him until you lose your job. And most women that work in that way and think in that way will absolutely lose their job. They are, just because you have a title on it doesn't mean that you're gonna be there for a long time.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm complete.
Should a man making $50K a year even be dating?
No.
Expound.
It depends on where you live. I'll say that.
Let's say in Atlanta.
Oh, no.
Why?
Because dating is expensive.
Golly, you got to live in Wyoming to date?
I mean, at 50,000, okay, let's be realistic. And even me, I'm such a cheap date. Like, I love to go salsa dancing. It's $10. I love a good salad. I love a smoothie. I love a walk. I love sitting in the car eating ice cream. I love a movie. I love random stuff. So, but most women, They don't like these things. They want 5-star restaurants, which I don't think any man should do. I don't think any man should take a woman to a 5-star restaurant on the first date.
No, that's crazy.
I really don't.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy. I just don't think that they should do it. And the reason why I don't think so is because why do you need to eat really well in order for that man to take you somewhere? Like, why does he have to spend hundreds of dollars on your first
Because
date?
he's in my presence, Sarah.
And I'm in his.
Okay, he's the man.
And I'm the
He's
woman.
supposed to be providing.
So why would he provide for you if he doesn't know you? If he doesn't like you? He doesn't even know if he has energy with you. And please believe he's dating other people.
Watch this. He's investing to get to know me. I've heard that before.
That's crazy.
Girl.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I personally can't see it. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like a man, here's the test, men. I honestly think that if you are in a space where you are getting to know a woman, you don't even know that girl yet. You're on your first date, second date. Don't take her to no 5-star restaurant. Plan something. Actually, why don't you find out something that she likes and do that? Because the odds are she's not going to most women are not going to 5-star restaurants by themselves. Let's be real. Now, I have a lot of female friends.
We definitely go on a lunch date for sure. Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
But even that is an event. Even me, I can afford to go to a 5-star restaurant every day if I want to. I don't do it because why?
Honestly, there's a guy in the chat that says a picnic. I love a good picnic.
I love a picnic with the globe on the top. Oh, I love a picnic.
Oh, yeah.
And just pack fruit. I like papaya. I do.
That's
okay,
the
sorry.
weirdest thing. Papaya. Such the random thing.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Oh, we talked about this earlier. I would love to hear your perspective on this. Is marriage still valuable in today's day and age, or just an outdated business deal?
I think I've answered this question too.
On the pod?
Yeah. If I was to answer the question of is marriage still valid? That's the question. Is marriage still valid, or is it an outdated business
Is marriage
deal?
still valuable, or just an outdated business deal?
I think that marriage is only valuable if God is in it. Otherwise, no, I don't think it's valuable. I think there's no value to being with a person just to be with a person, to say that I'm with a person, because there are so many seasons and it is so much work that it's like, what's the point? But I do think that when you find that person that's your person, where you because there's science that proves that when you sleep with someone at night, you literally start to mirror their breathing. You literally start to like your blood pressure goes up and down with and because of this person. So why would I give someone that much power over my heart when I don't even like you? Why am I going to give you the option to give me a heart attack when I don't even like you?
So could you marry somebody that you loved and not liked?
No.
Or could you stay in a marriage with a man that you fell in love with and ended up disliking him in the long run?
No, this is the thing. If I marry you, there's no getting out.
Oh, you stuck like Chuck, huh?
Yeah, death is the only way. Because now, let's be clear, as long as it's not abusive, as long as it's not whatever, but like, because I don't like you in a season, I can't, my brain can't fathom leaving you because I don't like you. Because the truth is, I already am going into marriage knowing there are seasons.
Right.
I'm going into marriage knowing there will be times I don't like you, I can't stand you, the way you breathe irks my existence, and still I choose you. Because that's what marriage means to me, because I'm a wife. I don't just want to be married.
So speak to the women who get married and find any little excuse to get divorced and take half of what their husband has.
Oh, that's the quickest way to get rich in America after suing somebody is marry somebody rich. I would say it makes sense.
What? I'm sorry.
I understand.
I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the easiest ways to get rich in America. And if a man is foolish enough to fall for that without a prenup, I don't. That's your own fault.
Wait, bring it back. Wait a minute. Hold on, Sarah.
What?
Wait. Sarah.
What?
That's not where I was.
I'm perplexed. I got questions.
Sarah,
I don't even understand.
I said speak to the women who do it, that are scorning these men.
Good for you. That's my answer. Good for you. Because this is the truth. If you get taken for, how? How does that happen? You didn't have a prenup in place? You didn't do nothing to protect yourself? Why? I don't know. My brain can't fathom that.
Child.
I don't know. My brain can't fathom that. I feel like if you are going into, because marriage is a business deal. It really is. Whatever we came with, but you know how I feel about prenups too. I've said this and I'll say this till I am blue in the face. If we get married, if we don't make it the first 2 years, it's a wash. Thank you so much for that time. I don't know what could have possibly gone wrong in 2 years, but it is what it is. Cool. 3 to 5 years, it looks like this. 5 to 10 years, it looks like that. 10 to 15 years, it looks like that. And 15 plus years, it looks like X. Because as a woman who is a, quote, depreciating asset, end quote, what happens is we don't understand that if what I have to give you, the most valuable thing that I give you is my time and my youth, because men appreciate in value and women technically depreciate in value because we only have but a certain amount of time while we can bear legacy, whatever that looks like.
Right.
But if all things are measured equal and that's what people are saying, then I'm protecting my time.
Okay.
Don't waste my time. And women will let men waste their time, and men will waste a woman's time as long as she will let them. Couldn't be me.
So speak to the man who wants to get he's in love in a relationship with the woman he wants to marry, wants to get a prenup, but the fiance is giving him flack about it because she's saying that, oh, you don't trust me enough to, that's how people say
why do those things even equate? Because this is the thing. It's like life insurance, right? I hope I don't die tomorrow, but I still got a policy.
Right.
Right? It's like car insurance. Guess what? My car was just broken into. So crazy. You know what? I have insurance. Everything is taken care of. If I you have insurance for a reason. It is the things go as wrong as they possibly could contingency plan. And you protect yourself while you're still in love with one another. What do you deserve? While I still love you and I still care about you and I still want the best for you. Not when your emotions are all over the wazoo. Not when you're feeling like, ooh, I can't stand this man. And you've allowed space for resentment to grow in. And now you're looking at this person all kinds of different. What would you have for this person loving them? And then decide. Because ultimately a prenup isn't you get nothing if we break up. A prenup, just like any business agreement, is a negotiated agreement that both people feel good about.
Right.
That's it.
Somebody said, or I don't know how to say their name. They said Jeff Bezos had a prenup and he also paid $40 billion in a divorce. What makes you think that your regular prenup was greater than his prenups? Prenups doesn't mean anything.
Prenups do mean everything, I think, personally. And I don't know what his prenup looked like. I don't even know if he had a prenup, to be honest.
He probably wasn't even wealthy at all when he got married. He probably wasn't.
Because he was married to her forever. Can you please Google Jeff Bezos prenup? Did Jeff Bezos have a prenup with his ex-wife?
Yeah, because they probably got married before he made any money, and he's a bajillionaire. And she's like, oh, I'm leaving here with something. You tripping.
But I think she deserves it. That man took her whole youth.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And then he got, you gonna throw it to me? Oh.
Ah, look at you. Almost
I'm athletic.
Scared for a second.
Okay, Jeff Bezos reportedly has a prenuptial agreement with his current wife, to protect his estimated $200 billion. This contrasts with his previous marriage to Mackenzie Scott, where no prenup existed, friend. No prenup exists, so you're not telling the truth.
You loud and wrong in the comments
resulting in a highly publicized and expensive divorce settlement. The details of the prenup with Sanchez are confidential, but it's likely to include provisions for asset division, spousal support, and other matters. So he didn't have a prenup.
Look at him loud and wrong.
Prenups protect you. It is an agreement that you make with your person, and it has to make sense.
So back to my question.
He learned from his lesson.
It's not really a question. Back to my statement. Speak to the man that is in a relationship with a woman that he wants to get a prenup with, but she is giving him flack about it. What do you think he should do? Should he break up with her?
No, I think that he should make her feel reassured. This is a hack for men. Where am I at? Can I go here? Actually, no. I like here. Men, my darling men. Whenever your woman pulls back from you, it's because she feels unsafe, right? And in this moment, you have the option to create space for her to feel even more unsafe or to make her feel safe so she can get it together. What I mean by that is, if a woman comes to a space where she is saying, I don't want to get a prenup because I don't think we're ever going to get divorced. This is where the man has to say, I agree with you. We're never going to get divorced. This is just a contingency plan. Hell, it's just like having a will or having life insurance or having car insurance. This is a way for us to be protected. And more importantly, you need to be protected because I want to make sure that in this will, you are protected. Not just my assets, but your youth is protected because I have no intention of wasting your time. And if I do, please believe I owe you. That's what I think.
It's very similar to how marriage was when it was created in ancient times. Before a man marries a woman, they have to create a contract that the father has to approve of, and then they end up having sex to consummate that marriage.
Wow.
And that's what created the covenant of marriage. It solidified the covenant, but it's like a ancient prenup.
You know what I just thought of? I just thought about how nobody is consummating marriages anymore because everybody's ran through.
Everybody?
There's a few select few.
That's a large claim. Everybody?
I'd say 1% of the 1% have not been with somebody, at least one. How do you consummate when your consummation has been taken? I don't know. Next question. I feel complete.
Okay. Are Black women truly too independent, or are men just not stepping up?
Both.
Expound.
I think Black women are subscribing to the story of one, I don't need no man. I could do this all by myself. I need to get to the bag. I'm happy all by myself. The single life is the best life. Or are in the space of, I'm tired of working this hard. I really want a partner. And I think that the first is much more popular than the second. And I also think that men, because they're being raised by women, are much more feminine. And so a lot of men are lacking leadership. And I think that men need to get into therapy. I think men need to get their money up. I think men need to have a better and stronger relationship with God. I think men need to open the Bible or whatever version of that looks like for you. I think that men are really missing a beautiful opportunity to lead because they're lacking leadership. And I think that when men really grasp onto, yes, it is hard being a man. I think it's harder being a man than it is a woman.
For sure, 1,000%.
I think it's way harder being a man than it is a woman. And there's so many responsibilities. And we get upset because they're not listening to us or being as emotional with us. But you don't understand the emotional toil that a man has thinking about, did I lock the door? Is this person okay?
The
Oh my God, are they
burden of
safe? Let me
having
travel
to
this.
be a
Let me do
protector?
this. No, it is a lot to be a man. And not to say that it's not a lot being a woman, but I just feel like it's more of a burden for a man than a woman. That I think that when men take that and partner it with real leadership, it's next level. What's up, guys? Sarah Fontenot here. I just had to pause this episode really quick to let you know, if you have not yet, click the link below for our ebook, okay? How to become a more feminine woman. People ask me these things. These are actionable 10 quick steps, intro to femininity, with a video that goes over some things in even more detail. So that's for you. Make sure to click that link below and get your ebook on how to increase your femininity. 10 really simple steps. Love you guys. Now let's get back to it.
So, follow-up question that's relatable. Should a man who was raised by a single mom be required to be a better partner?
What does that mean, be required to be a better partner?
So, because he lacks masculine leadership in his life, so that he has to work harder to become something he never had for himself.
No, because I think for masculine men, masculinity is natural. And I think for feminine women, femininity is natural and masculinity is forced because of survival. I think when you're in your deepest human nature, it should be natural, but I think it's up to you to get around male mentors. If you didn't have a dad growing up, who do you look up to? Who are you listening to? Right. Or are you just listening to the rap that plays on the radio? Are you quoting every song that's talking about FBs get money? Like, what are you actually focused on? And I think that for men that were raised as women, because I must know some men that were raised by a single mother. I'm like trying to run through the Rolodex in my mind. But if that were the case, I still know great men that have come from single moms. But I think that it's because those men have taken it upon themselves, number one, to get right with God, or at least do their best to do so. Number two, get around other men that they look up to and actually want to be like. And number three, develop a skill where they feel good in their bank account. Because no matter what your career is, are you committed to that, or are you committed to creating and achieving and conquering something of your own? Because men want to conquer. They're achievement oriented. That's what I think.
So, question on the men.
Yeah.
Do men actually want wives, or do they just want free maids and sex on demand?
Damn. Both.
What? Sarah,
Yeah.
you didn't.
Yeah, I think most men, because the standard's so low, it's so easy to get free wives that you never have to marry, sex workers that you never have to cuff up, and workers in the house like maids and chefs, and they'll do it for free. I'm telling you, a woman will allow a man to waste their time. They will stay with that man for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years as a girlfriend. Why? And the only reason why he does it is because you let him.
I know somebody who's not divorcing her husband because she doesn't want him to get the house. Literally.
I just, it's pretty crazy. It's just a crazy world. I do think that there are a small majority of men. This is the thing too. I don't feel like people should get married if they don't know God. I just don't.
That's true.
So if you don't know God, don't get married, because where's the integrity point? We're weak. We're flesh. We're human. We will fall short every single time. So inside of that, like there are men that do desire marriage. And then there are men that want marriage because it's a great business deal, because it looks good when you bring them to a table, because, it is what it is. So
It is what it is.
I think that ultimately you can't blanket everybody, although it's easy to. Most men want maids and sex workers that they never have to commit to because it's easy.
That's
and a
real.
lot of men that don't want evolution want easy. And that's okay. I love that for them. They need to be with the girls they need to be with.
Right.
And then there are other men that are marriage-minded that want a partner.
You know, you said on a previous podcast episode where you were saying that partnership and love are different. And I don't think I understood that when I was married.
I need more context of what I said. I just be talking off the top.
I know you be going off, but
I
you
need
be saying some
context.
powerful stuff. Like you were just saying that people, there was a lot of, I don't know if it was you or the guest. Y'all were both agreeing that a lot of people don't understand what
Who was
true
the guest?
partnership is. Should I say it? Are we gatekeeping?
Oh, from today.
Yes.
Oh, no, you can't say it.
Right. That's why I'm like, what? That's why I looked at you like that. So they were just like, partnership. And this particular guest was talking about how he's been married for all of these years.
Oh, okay.
And him and his wife went through so many different things, and how she stuck by him because that was his partner. And then you continue to say how partnership is just obsolete. Nobody really understands what that means, because if he cheats, if he lies, if he loses his job, if he goes broke, if he ends up having a baby on you, are you going to stay? Or are you going to leave and break that partnership up and possibly try again out in these streets where there's really nothing out there like that? Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
First of all, I don't think love is enough in a relationship.
Okay.
I don't, because I feel like love is a feeling and feelings are fleeting. I think the Bible teaches you how to love.
Okay.
Love is patient.
Love
is
is
kind. It does not boast. These are showing you all the things and how to actually love someone. But the actual feeling itself is a chemical that comes in, it goes out, and whatever it is. You can't train love. You either have it or you don't. You feel it or you don't. And so I do feel like that's where commitment and partnership come into play. Because if you are thinking of your partner as in husband and wife, as in we ride or die, like we ride at dawn. You feel me? Like that is a whole different scenario and a whole different experience than being with this person that I'm just married to, than being with this person that I just get to sleep with. Better yet, being with this person that's my roommate and I get to split all the bills 50-50 with, that I sometimes get to be intimate with.
So
I really don't even like that.
So a woman who's splitting the bills 50-50 with her man, that's her roommate and not her man?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It's not always. Not every relationship that's 50-50 is a bad relationship.
Okay.
And not every relationship that's 100-0 is a great relationship.
Okay.
There's everything in between. But for the people that are only with their person because they can't afford a rent on their own, that's why you're dating a person.
So I have another question
Okay.
that kind of relates. Is being a single mother worse than being with the wrong man?
Oh, I don't want either.
But you got to choose, Sarah, for the pod. You have to, you're going to step on some toes, but you got to answer the question for sure.
Which is worse?
Yeah.
Being a single mother is worse because I
expand.
can always get rid of a man.
Can't
Being
get
a
rid
single
of that
mother
seed,
is for
child.
life. And I feel like being a single mother, it changes some things. Unless you're choosing. Now, this is the thing. Most single mothers are single mothers by accident and not by choice. There are women that choose to be single moms.
Right.
And they choose to have night nurses and nannies and help and family. And they can afford to have a baby where they're not stressed out working 3 jobs trying to keep the lights on. That is a completely different situation than women that get baby mamaed left and right by all these different dudes because they're using sex to get love.
Yeah,
not using any
practically.
contraceptives. And now instead of getting love, they're getting a baby.
Yeah, practical. I understand both points of the people in the comments saying no, the other one is worse. Being with the wrong person is worse. And
No,
I can
I'll get rid of the worst one.
I
I've
mean,
done
yeah,
that.
for sure. Practically, being a single mom
It's for life.
It's for life.
Yeah.
It's worse.
I don't want that.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
can-
that for me. Now, this is the thing too. What if you get married and you did all the right things and then you end up divorced or widowed and now you're a single mom? Like nobody can predict the way that life is going to go. And I'm very clear on that. We cannot predict anything. But what I do know is you can limit the amount of negative actions that you could possibly have by making better choices.
Right.
Letting men do whatever they want with you being a promiscuous woman. If you are promiscuous, that is your fault. If you are getting pregnant by multiple men, that is your fault. We as women need to take power over our own bodies and understand that if we get pregnant, it is our fault. And we could say, well, that it takes 2 to tango. Imagine what would happen if you took accountability for your own body.
I mean,
Just imagine. You know?
it's a self-love factor. A lot of people don't love themselves as much as they think they do.
That is the issue. That is really and truly the issue. And I feel like, statistically speaking, 2 out of 3 people have low self-esteem, right? Statistically speaking, only 4% of women actually identify with themselves as beautiful, right? When you start looking at the statistics, it's like, we're kind of messed up. Did you know that 67% of people, y'all hear this? 67% of people don't think that anyone would care if they died. If they died, which means 7 out of 10 people don't think they matter. 7 out of 10 people question their purpose. Why am I here? Am I important? Am I enough? Am I significant? Am I powerful? And so when you start looking at the statistics of people, you understand why women are using sex to get love. And now men subsequently are using love to get sex.
Right.
And it never goes well.
I love that. So are men intimidated by strong women or are they just not strong enough?
Are men intimidated by strong women? I would consider myself a strong woman.
I love how you're being, oh, well.
I would consider myself a strong woman, but I don't think I don't know if men are intimidated by me. Like I've either a man shoots his shot or he doesn't. You know what I mean? So if you're intimidated by me, I don't know that man. Never seen him. Never had a conversation with him. Who is he? Where's he at?
Have you known a man to tell you that he's intimidated by a woman he's interested in?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't want to lie, but I really don't recall that at all.
Well, give your perspective of what you think about a man that would be intimidated by a strong woman.
I think,
or they're just not strong enough.
no, I think a man that's intimidated by a woman's power is a weak man, because ultimately a man that has a powerful woman is a powerful man by default, even if you have no power yourself. Because she will automatically power you up. The power of that comes from like the way God made us, okay? God made everything and said it was good. Saw a man and said, let me give him.
I mean, he needs help.
He needs something.
Quickly.
He needs a little sign. We are so needed. Like we are so merged. We're so necessary to have one another that any man that's intimidated, I'd be like, oh, he either has self-hate or he's a narcissist. No, narcissists love powerful women. Or he's, I don't know. I just feel like he's weak in different areas of his life. And I love that for him.
He is. I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
An incel. He's an incel.
No, I'm not going to say that. I just think it's weak. I think it's weak if you can't let a woman shine. Now, I have had men try to degrade me in relationships and you know, erode my confidence in relationships.
Do you believe it's
didn't
because he was intimidated by you?
I think it was because he was deeply insecure.
What's
That's
the difference?
A person that is deeply insecure feels inadequate and deeply needs the validation of others and deeply needs to feel like they matter, but on a really deep level, they feel like they don't. That's really what insecurity is. It's a need for validation. It's feeling like you're not enough, right? So I just think that it was just a deep sense of insecurity.
So intimidation is a product of inadequacy, not necessarily equates to the two.
I don't think they equate.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's a result. Intimidation is a result of inadequacy.
I don't even necessarily think that intimidation is a result of inadequacy is what you're saying. Yeah, in some way. One way or another, you don't feel adequate enough to shoot your shot or to be the man that woman thinks you could be or XYZ.
Okay.
Insert your word here, right? I'm complete. Do you feel complete?
I feel complete.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay.
Should a woman leave if her man loses his job, even if he's faithful?
You have asked me this question.
I believe we watched a video about this before.
You have asked me this question.
Have I?
Yep. So this is what I'm going to say. Should a woman leave? No. Next.
Are women who demand 6 figures just gold diggers, or do they deserve it?
Depends on the woman. Some of these women are straight up gold diggers and they don't have it coming. And some of these women have a standard. They absolutely have it coming. My question is, why would a woman choose a life that she doesn't have to if she doesn't have to? And why are men so sensitive about income? Why not just do what you need to do?
Because they don't want to admit that they're inadequate to get something that they may want.
But that doesn't even mean inadequate. Why do you have to be inadequate because you're not making 6 figures?
Because
why can't it just be you make what you make and you get to date inside of the pool that you have put yourself in?
Because they want you, Sarah.
Oh, what?
They want you.
What in the world?
They want you.
That went so left.
I'm not saying like you in totality, but they want the girl that have the luxurious lifestyle and the high maintenance and the soft life and speaks powerfully. Like they want women like that. They want women like you to want them. Them.
I'm gonna say this. Me personally, because I could speak to me. I've worked really, really, really hard in my life. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and energetically. I have sacrificed. I have built businesses, several of them. And if I can do that, then why shouldn't my man be able to do that? Why should I not have a man that's either on my level or higher? And why do I have to live in this fake world that says, oh, you have to choose between a man with good character or a man with money? No, actually, I'm a woman with money and good character, and I'm fit. And I have a symmetrical face. I'm not the most beautiful girl in the world, but I'm symmetrical.
Women,
And so if I exist, then they exist. And the truth is, if you want a woman, instead of being disgruntled about the amount of money that you make, just make more money. Because if that's the woman you want, do it. Develop a skill. Are you committed to staying at that certain level, or are you building your business? Because that's okay too.
Somebody said in the chat that says, we have a problem with saying teach us. Then go to therapy.
I think therapy is really great. And I don't think that men maybe you do have a problem with saying teach us, but also are you susceptible to learning how? Because sometimes you don't even have to say, teach me. Just by watching, you'll start to implement.
Okay.
And I think there are a lot of men that are potential in theory and not potential in action. They'll say, oh, I'm going to have this business. Oh, I'm going to be successful. Oh, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. But you're not in action. And like we already know, you have to have the vision. It says, where there is no vision, the people what? Damn. That's a big fail. Where there is no vision, the people
Perish?
yes.
That says my people perish for the lack of knowledge.
No. Where there is no vision, the people perish. And faith without works is dead.
Where does it say that?
So faith without works is dead.
I know that. I'm talking about the other one. Vision without.
We ain't even gonna get into that today because that is anyway. Faith without works is dead, which
Right.
means you actually have to be in action.
Right.
You actually have to do the work.
Yeah.
And there are so many men that are talking about the vision, but they're not actually in the action. And the work works every single time. Whatever you're most consistent in is what shows in your life. You want to know a person that eats healthy? I could tell by looking at their body. You want to know a person that is good with finances? I could tell by looking at their investment portfolio. You want to know a person that is mentally strong? I could tell by how they operate when people are saying negative things about them. You want to know a person that I know that knows God? Because they're calm inside of the storm. There are ways to tell. It is obvious. Whatever you are most consistent in is what will win every single time. It is compounding in our lives. So my thing would say, for men that don't feel good in their bank account, you have to do that work for you. You've got to decide what number you feel good about and live in it. Because there are men that make $70,000 a year that feel way better than a man that might make $700,000 a year.
That's real. 'Cause
You
God
can't blanket
factor.
everybody. Yes, that's all I'm saying.
So, do women have to choose between being respected or provided for or being desired?
Wait, say that one more time.
Do women have to choose? In today's modern times, do women have to choose between either being respected, provided for, or being desired?
No, I hope not. I want it all. I want to be respected, desired, and provided for.
But what about the people who can do only 2 out of the 3? Or 1 out of the 3. There's people who are dealing with 1 out of the 3, 2 out of the 3.
Respect, that sounds real bottom of the barrel for me.
Women,
That sounds
Sarah,
like the
there's
basics.
women that are getting their head knocked into the
They
refrigerator.
shouldn't be in a relationship.
Yes, but there's a thing called Stockholm syndrome that's real.
Yeah, that Stockholm syndrome is a captor. If you just meet a man that whoops you from A to Z, you shouldn't be in that relationship. But desire, respect, provision, at whatever capacity that looks like for each woman, sounds like the basics. It sounds like, how do you spell? Let's start with the alphabet. You know what I mean? Like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, N.
Z.
It's called Z in Canada.
It's called what?
Z. Y and Z.
That's okay.
Fun fact. Fun fact of the day.
Next question. So this was similar to what I asked before, but it has a little bit more depth. If a man makes over $500K a year but gives you no attention, would you still stay?
Hell no.
But you can hop on a jet whenever you want.
First of all, you can't hop on a jet whenever you want with $500,000 a
I don't
year.
know. I'm just saying.
I do know. You can't do it. It would be very irresponsible. I got questions for you. But, well, depends on the trip.
Girl.
Okay, sorry. I digress. So, no, absolutely
But you
not.
can find your
No.
fulfillment in other
Women need to stop
places.
trading. Women need to stop allowing men to buy their own bad character.
Huh? Wait, what? Say it
Women
again?
need to stop allowing men to buy their own bad character. Money is not a compensation for bad character.
okay.
Unless you yourself are shallow or don't desire true partnership or relationship.
What if he was cool with her like seeing other men?
Then why are you with this man?
Because he's a cuckold, Sarah.
What is that? What is that?
Men who like seeing their women with someone else,
Oh.
sexually and physically.
Oh. Wow.
There's men like that.
That sounds...
Crazy.
It's giving swingers.
Yeah, that exists, but sometimes it's just only on the one end where The man just likes to see it. It's a kink type of thing.
Yeah, no. Why don't you just look, whatever you want? You should have whatever you want. You know what I want? This pillow. I just have to take a moment to shout out these pillows that my team made that you can actually get on the website. And the funniest part is, guys, my face is on the other side.
Oh Lord. The face
Now,
is
to
on the
be
pillow.
honest, I don't know how to feel about this. Like my face on pillows in people's homes is a little like, what you gonna do with this pillow? But I love that it says it's giving. We are absolutely branded. Does this look like me?
Yes, girl.
Is it giving me?
It's giving you. I haven't seen you in blonde hair in a while though.
I know. I'm ready to go back.
Yeah, I think it's been all year. I haven't seen you in
Yeah,
blonde
I've been
at all.
on this whole like
Darky dark
regal
thing. When we started doing the
experience.
solos, you was like, I'm going dark. And you stayed there.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back.
Yeah,
I
it's
think I'm ready
summertime.
to like do like a little switcheroo or something. It's time.
It's time.
I'm
for sure.
prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, I have these pillows. You can click the link in my bio, mssarafontenot.com, to get pillows and merch. We have a cool little setup. I like
we
the
do.
cups.
I can't wait to get all of the merch. I'm about to actually get it soon.
Yeah, we lit over here.
But do you feel complete?
I think I'm complete. One more question.
One more question.
Okay, and then we're complete, Kenny. He's giving me the wrap it up sign. That means hurry up and be done. Okay.
Are men more afraid of women's standards than her attitude?
Wait, what?
Are men more afraid of a woman's standards than her attitude? What are they afraid of when it comes to women? Like their attitude or her high standards?
I don't think men are afraid of standards because they know whether they can rise to them or whether to leave.
Do they? Because there's some delusional men out here too.
Yeah, but they don't get no play. Because a woman, to an extent, for the most part, should also know if a man is in alignment with her standards. And so it's easy to be like, okay, bye.
What are the men that like to play wolf in sheep clothing or vice versa?
Oh, those exist.
Yeah, for sure.
Those exist. Mm-hmm. You gotta be mindful of those. But that's a whole nother podcast for a whole different day. I feel complete.
I feel complete too, Sarah.
Okay, so look, pause. I know you're enjoying this episode. I'll be super quick, okay? When you are on the go and you want to look cute, baby, we got merch now, okay? So if your hair is a little tussled, turned, the edge control ain't edge controlling, go ahead and get you a cute little It's Giving hat. Or if you're thirsty, feeling parched, and you want your drink to stay cold all day, there was nothing in this cup. But you know what? It will keep my beverages cold. So if this is for you guys, we got hoodies, we got all the things. Make sure to check out the store below and get what you love. Let me tell you, it is quality over here, baby. Let's get it. Back to the show. Guys,
It's been a great day.
it's been a great day. Oh my God, this has been a day.
Legendary, really.
Legendary day.
Iconic.
I got to give a major shout out to Shot by Aneesa on the mic. Thank you so much. How you feel, girl?
Girl, this has been a day for the books. I'm about to go write in my journal and pray and tell God, thank you for everything. I thank you,
we might cry a
Sarah,
little
because none of this would exist without you and your brain.
It's our brand.
Oh, our brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
It's our brand. And we got Who is Kenny V, Creative Director, Producer of the Year. What's up?
Who? Givers. It's another given day, and you need to go to mssarafontenot.com right now. Grab pillows, grab shirts, sweaters,
Grab all of our merch.
beanies, books, you name it. We got everything you need to get that support you need today, because it's given.
It's giving. And guys, if you have made it this far, thank you so much for being a giver. Thank you for chiming in today. Thank you for just being a part of our community. We love you. And if you have not yet, please hit the subscription button, subscribe, hit that little bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content, because we are bringing the heat, baby. And if no one is told you today, you are freaking phenomenal. Bomb.com. Nothing can stop you but you, but you've got to do something about it. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Sarah Fontenot, host of the It's Giving podcast, and I have some goodies for you today. Now, you already know about our How to Be More Feminine, a high-value feminine woman ebook. Well, we're taking it up a couple notches. We've got our ebook that's an ultimate self-love guide, and now we have our Boundaries Bible. This is the perfect trio on how to step into and be your best self. And also for the men, It's good for you too, okay? Sometimes our self-esteem, our low self-esteem, our low self-worth is blocking us from our blessing. And your blessing could be your future spouse, okay? So make sure to check out MsSarahFontenot.com if this sounds interesting to you. Love you guys. Sending love and light.